Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the GOAT, or the greatest of all titos, and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of all titos or uncles around the world. Possibly a few, but definitely not all.
I think I'm already set on the next phone that I'll be getting this year, hopefully. And I'll be discussing why I chose that phone versus the other different options out there. And hopefully this video will also help those who are trying to decide what their next phone is going to be. So for the very few of you who know, I've been using the OnePlus 60 since 2018 when it came out. And mind you, before deciding on the OnePlus 60, it took me a long while to decide on getting that. Prior to that, I had the LG G4. Prior to that, I had the Galaxy S3. So you would notice medyo malaki yung gap ko between phones. Because when I buy a phone, I would normally get like the latest and greatest, and then use the until it dies. So now my phone, despite still being useful, it is already starting to show signs of its age. So it's just a matter of time before it finally conks out. But for a 5-year-old phone, this is pretty solid. So I'm very satisfied with OnePlus. To be completely honest, I was already set on getting the OnePlus 10 or the 10T, I mean. But I really didn't like the design. I didn't like the round camera array. But I was really set on getting my next one would be a OnePlus. Towards the end of last year, I was though there were like rumors of OnePlus coming out with a foldable phone back then. There wasn't any solid proof that it was even possible, or if it were really true. If they were really true. So I was close to getting the Galaxy Fold 4 towards the end of 2022. But and the reason why I was almost getting that, because my carrier gave me a really good deal, and there was like almost 30,000 peso discount if I got the phone through my carrier, if I renewed my plan. So sobrang tempting, but I didn't have the budget for it. I wasn't really in the market for a new phone then, so I held off. Then when the beginning of 2023 came, my excitement for a foldable phone came back, and I was already set on getting the Galaxy Fold 5. But then Oppo came out with the Find N2, and because of that, I was already almost convinced, or almost sure, that OnePlus would come out with a foldable really soon. The Find N1 was okay. I like the form factor. Mas gusto ko yung medyo malapad na phone kaysa naman doon sa Fold na medyo mas mataas siyang ganun. I didn't like it na ganun kalaki masyado. I liked it. So, and then Google announced the Pixel Fold with an official release of Android 14 built specifically for foldable phones. So now it's now, which is a game changer, to be honest. Because nga, syempre for the longest time, yung mga current foldable phones did not have official Android support and was just using skins. Syempre nagkakaroon pa ng problema, medyo buggy pa. But now that Android has officially joined the foldable game, so you can be sure that the next phones coming up after that would be perfect. So when the Pixel Fold was announced, I was so set on getting the Pixel Fold until I found out the price. And it is really not worth it. Even if I had the money, it wasn't worth it shelling around $1,800 for a phone that will only last you 5 years max. So di siya worth it. So bumalik na naman ako dun sa Oppo kasi I like the way that Oppo, the sister company of OnePlus, handles their devices. Medyo nasa tamang lugar lang yung mga high-end parts, not necessarily the whole thing. Hindi ko ma-appreciate lahat, so it's fine. But I really wasn't a fan of Oppo, the brand. I really wanted OnePlus primarily because of Oxygen OS, yung kanilang skin on top of Android. And the reason why I like Oxygen OS because of its almost stock appearance with the few tweaks that was effective. Alam mo, magkakaroon ka ng skin kasi nga gusto mo maging unique sa brand mo, but then a lot of the added features are just bloatware and sometimes ang hirap pang uninstall or ayaw ma-uninstall. So I liked how Oxygen OS or OnePlus was able to implement their own skin but still stay close to stock. So now going back to the phone that I wanted to get, it's still in the rumor mill pero medyo close to totoo na kasi nga nag-announce na si OnePlus na mismo na meron silang picture of a foldable phone So speculation na lang yung iba-iba dyan. Knowing OnePlus, medyo tama yung high-end specs niya would be on the right features and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Isa na lang ang magiging deciding factor for me, to be completely honest. Ang ayoko lang kasi sana, if OnePlus is gonna join the foldable game, wag nila sanang gayahin yung price point ng Pixel Fold or ng Galaxy. I'm hoping, siguro mga 60-40 yung sigurado ako that they will follow suit sa Oppo, yung price point nila, which is around like $1,000. Anything more than that, medyo magdadalaw isip ako. If the Pixel Fold comes out, if OnePlus Open comes out, and the price point is somewhere around $1,500 to $1,800, then I am guessing my next phone would be the Nothing 2. Which according to Carl Pei is mga around less than $600 and medyo high-end specs. Siguro 1 year behind ng konti yung specs, but then it is still high-end compared to the Nothing 1. So I think officially I want to say that my next phone would either be the OnePlus Open or the Nothing Phone 2. So iba, what's your next phone? Are you in the market for a new phone? Are you the type who would wait na almost mamatay na yung phone nyo before you get a new one? Or are you the type na every year or every other year or every other year bili ng bagong phone? Let's have a conversation. Mag-usapan natin sa baba. Let me know. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to come out here and say that I'm in the market for a new phone. So at this point, it's either going to be the Nothing 2 or the OnePlus Open.